back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you. You already know what I'm going to ask. You already know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we're live. Thank you for joining this morning. Really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. It is the trade deadline today at 4 p.m. We're going to discuss the trade deadline. A couple of rumors. Tua Tuesday, as you already know. We're going to go in depth a little bit with Tua. Some trade rumors, which I clearly already wrote twice to emphasize. And media day. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we will be having some, what do you call it? Trade deadline rumors. So there you go. Now, as far as we're concerned, guys, the only thing you need to do is sit back, relax, enjoy. If you're on your morning coffee, if you are on your way to work, on your way to school, either way, go ahead and enjoy. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got to discuss a few things. I want to go ahead and start out by mentioning the trade deadline. So, as you guys may or may not know, the trade deadline is today. The deadline is today at 4 p.m. Eastern. So all teams, all 32 teams, have to submit their trades that have already been accepted by their, the team that they're actually going to be doing the trades with by 4 p.m. So that way it could take effect this year. If they don't do the trade deadline, then they have to wait till the end of the season, and in the off season they'll be able to go ahead and start trade talks again and actually executing those trades as well. I just want to welcome everybody real quick. Say hello and good morning. What's up? Good morning, Chef Jew. Good morning, Daddy Dean. Marinos Gold, welcome. Good morning, Michelle. Welcome. Good morning, Adam S. Welcome. How you doing? Thank you guys for coming through. Really do appreciate it. So yes, so it's very important that teams go ahead and do this. And one of the things that not a lot of people actually know, the trade deadline was actually back in 2012. It was agreed that it was going to be the Tuesday after week 8. Why? It's halfway through the season and it will allow the teams to actually know which players they want to go ahead and move from. And the league agreed, and so did the NFLPA. So because of that, the now we have the trade deadline right after week 8 on that Tuesday at 4 p.m. Let's see here. Now, as far as the Miami Dolphins, guys, I'm going to talk to you about our tradable pieces and then a couple pieces that, if we make a trade, would kind of make more sense. So, Miss Vince, what do you mean by tradable pieces? Great answer. Or great question. Our tradable pieces, ladies and gentlemen, are very easy. I think right now, in order to have a trade, you're going to have a trade at all depending on your trade partner. What's going to be beneficial for obviously both of you guys? Either that involves picks and players, or just picks or just players. By the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win situation, or at least as close to it as possible. If not, teams who do get trades, let's say they trade away a player and then they sign a player to whatever contract they end up doing, then the NFL team will get a compensatory pick for said player based on the value of that contract and the the potential impact of what that player would have been had the original team kept the player. So that also takes into effect what type of trades we would be doing, or any general team. Good morning, Martina. Welcome. What's up? Good morning, Scotty. So yeah. So with that being said, right now, our trade pieces, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, give me. Before I let you guys what I'm gonna go through, go ahead and put it. Give me one or two names that you think is gonna be our good trade piece that we can use that has value. So which players right now do you think have values that we can do without? So that way we can go ahead and use them as trade pieces in trades. Go ahead and give me a name or two. I want to go ahead and highlight those because I think it would be very, very interesting. So go ahead and put those in there. In the meantime, what's up, Andres? Welcome. Sandy, welcome. Good morning. Hunt played the whole game last night, not something you see when a team wants to trade him. Or, because I did catch last night's game, it could be a way to kind of boost his value, which is what some people would say the Dolphins have been doing with certain players. So it kind of makes sense. Um, so right now, let me see here. So I really, really, really do appreciate it. So we're gonna talk about these trade pieces Miami has for trade. Now you guys have mentioned. Let me see here. So Scotty, you said Gesicki, Gaskins, Wilson, and Edmonds. So Mike Gesicki, um, Miles Gaskins, Cedric Wilson, and Chase Edmonds. Michelle, you say Eric Rowe and Miles Gaskins. Daddy Dean, what's up? Picks 2023 only value. Good morning. Okay. Edmonds is a good one for me. Okay. Rowe, I agree. Forgot about him. Got it. Okay. Well, you know what? Those are some great players, and I actually do have to agree with you guys. Andre says Ogba. Ooh, actually, that's a good one too. What's up, Michael K? How you doing? I'm sorry, Scotty. I'm with Miss Fitz. Love get sexy. Don't make me laugh like that, man. Y'all know I'm still recovering from last weekend. I, I go too hard for this team that I literally give up pieces of my body to this team. But yes. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. I'm not saying trade Gasicki. I'm not saying I want to trade Gasicki, just that he is our most valuable trade piece. And I agree with you, and that's where I was getting from. You know what I mean? Because right now we do have trade pieces that have value. Mike Gesicki being one of the top ones. If we're gonna be honest, Mike Gesicki right now has been developing the skill of being an all-around tight end, which obviously we know that's has a little asterisk because he's not the best blocking tight end, if you even want to mention that when it comes to him. But he has worked. He's gotten some good blocks. He's also been boom, has been like manhandling the line, but he's held his own. Even I've even seen him go into second level blocking, which I was like, okay, Mike, I see you. So yes, he's definitely one of our biggest ones. We already know what he can do as a pass catcher. Mike Gesicki right now is top five when it comes to catching tight ends. He's already matched and exceeded the number of touchdowns that he's done between last year and this year. So his touchdown and red zone production has already shot up. He's a big body. We all know he was the number two receiver, if you will, or offensive weapon for Tua Tagovailoa the last 2 years, or I guess now 2.5 years. So that's something that um, has been very good for Tua, kind of like a safety blanket. Right now, he's also the leading tight end for the Miami Dolphins as far as receiving yards in total. So congratulations, Mike G. Obviously, I want to keep you, but we have to see. But Mike G is definitely one of our biggest pieces, and he has been featured to kind of fluff up that trade value. From what I hear, Miami has gotten some interest, but nothing that they're willing to part ways with right now. The rumor is that they want a first for Gesicki. I said this in the off season, but everybody kind of chuckled at me. Hey, it happens. I wouldn't give up Mike Gesicki if all you're getting is a second or a third, because Mike Gesicki in any other team is a all pro tight end. Is what I'm trying to tell people. He would be an all pro tight end. Not even just a pro bowler, an all pro tight end as a pass catcher. Um, and you can't deny that. I mean, with everything that's dealt with here, um, he would, or at least has the potential to be all pro as a pass catching tight end. And sometimes teams don't need him to block. They need him to be that big body for their either young QB or safety blanket for, you know, their not so young QBs as well. So Mike G, I totally agree. Another one I would say is Cedric Wilson. So I totally agree with you guys. Cedric Wilson right now, you guys already know that we have a pretty decent contract with him when we signed him. We signed him first before we signed Tyreek. With his contract right now, we have him for, I believe, 2, 3 years, where we can get out of it after the second year. Now, this is the situation. Cedric Wilson hasn't really done much for the Dolphins. What's up, Daddy Dean? Welcome. Good morning, Jeremiah. Welcome. Good morning. He hasn't done much, and I, to be honest with you, I don't know if it's maybe he's not feeding the scheme, or maybe perhaps obviously we're getting a lot of production from Tyreek, a lot of production from Waddle. So those have been two very very. I mean, they're top four. We have two out of the top four wide receivers in the NFL right now. So it's huge. Now, as far as his production, is he able to be impactful? Absolutely. I just don't think right now, based on what we're doing, it looks like we'll be able to utilize what he can. Now, someone say, well, who's gonna take that contract? It's not as bad as most people may think, but at the end of the day, um uh look at that. See, even Bills fans support this channel. I appreciate you, Mike. Okay. Hit the like button. Even this Bills, of course, gotta throw it in the number one in the AFC, supports this channel. I appreciate you. You guys make me laugh. I appreciate you. So, as far as Wilson is concerned, he's somebody that if a team really needs a wide receiver, they need production, he will be that type of guy that you can use. And actually relatively cheap compared to what maybe the higher end wide receivers in the league right now. So to me, he's also a trade piece. Hasn't really been showcased because we have Tyreek and Waddle, but still, still, still a piece that we can use. Andres, you say Chase Edmonds, absolutely. Um, Chase Edmonds would have to say I don't personally think that they will move from him. I don't. But is he a trade piece that the Miami can use maybe in a package to get somebody? I think so. Why Chase Edmonds right now? I honestly, when we first got him, I had my sights as him being our number one running back for his ability to catch and his ability to. Sorry, I made myself laugh right there. His ability to catch and his ability to be able to run the ball really well. This is the issue. Right now, he's been put in several opportunities to catch touchdowns. I mean, on the top of my head, I can think of 2 games minimum where wide open, just missing the touchdown. So that has been a huge disappointing for us as the Dolphins. Now, being that we do have Chase Edmonds, again, he's another piece that we could perhaps package. Right now, I don't feel as comfortable in this running game scheme, if you will. I'll talk to you about the rumors as who has been linked to the Dolphins. Um, but if we were to go ahead and move from him, I think it would be on a kind of a package deal if a team really does need several pieces. So now another player which you guys actually kind of mentioned, but interestingly enough, let me just double check here because I don't think somebody said it, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Um, yeah, I still don't see anybody mentioning it, but Christian Wilkins, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, Miss Fins. Whoa. What do you mean? Guys, Christian Wilkins, it has to be our number two piece. Why? He's pretty pretty well this year. We already know in past years he's played very, very good for the Miami Dolphins. As far as Christian Wilkins, his production we're already getting with Zach Zeiler or Sealer, if you know, from what I keep hearing. Zach Sealer has been able to go ahead and give us very, very similar play. And if you didn't catch the last game we played, Zach Sealer was all over the field. I mean, all over the field, which kind of gives you the understanding of his flexibility, if you will. So, as far as Zach Sealer, I think he could replace. It would be much cheaper contract. We are gonna have to pay Wilkins. We won't be. You can't pay everybody, and that's the issue that the Dolphins are dealing with right now. Give me one second, guys. You know my throat, so I gotta drink my tea. Mm, appreciate it. So he is a trade piece. Now I'm not saying that we will or won't be trading him. I'm just saying he is a trade piece because we have somebody right, pretty much giving us very, very, very similar production to Wilkins. Okay, actually, Scotty, you'd be surprised. His name has been put out there. Now, doesn't mean that it will happen. I don't think it will happen, but he's still a trade piece. Hence, you know, trade pieces Miami has for trade. So he's definitely one of those pieces that we could utilize. Now, as far as I would say honestly, the last major piece that I would say that the Dolphins could actually move from. And this piece, some people are probably gonna be a little bit upset when I say it, but hey, I can't deny it. You know what I mean? Right now, we can absolutely go ahead and move from this one person who is playing all right, but we hoped we'd get a little bit more from him. So right now, uh, oh man, one person actually got it, but I'm not even gonna mention. Um, let's see here. Yep. Another piece that could get traded. We in the past we've seen actual production from this player. I'm gonna give you clues, and then you tell me who you think it is. Very, very productive. Loved, loved to play for Miami. We just signed him to an extension last year or in the off season. And this player to me would be very, very a good piece if he had the opportunity to go ahead and I don't know. Maybe the scheme that we're running right now is just not working. But can you guys guess which player I'm referring to? Let me see if somebody can put it in the comment section. Hey Richard, what's up, Richard? Uh no, Michael. Stop it. Curtis got it. And Andres got it earlier too, Agba. We're just not getting the production that we were looking from him. So I don't know if it's scheme wise it's not working. We invested a lot giving him the contract we did and the contract extension. But right now we're just not getting the production that we were expecting out of him. He got one sack. That was against the Patriots. And in the last 7 games, nothing. So right now I'm not sure. I don't think it's based due to an injury. I'm not sure it's maybe the adjustments we've had to make because the lack of secondary that we've had. But at this time, he's just not producing for what we need. And the Miami Dolphins desperately need a pass rusher. Desperately, desperately, desperately need it. So I'm not sure, and I have to agree with you, Richard. I think we do keep him. Um, but again, we're just talking about trade pieces that the Dolphins have that they could use. What's up, Cat for Life? Welcome. So that's the only thing. So those are the trade pieces, like I said, that I truly believe the Dolphins will go ahead and move. That was obviously Mike Gesicki, Christian Wilkins, Emmanuel Akbar, Cedric Wilson, and which one was the last one, guys? Can anybody guess? Guess, 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 guess. Chase Edmonds. There you go. I mean, it wasn't that hard. So yeah, so those five pieces I think are the most movable for us. Some people say X, but X is not going anywhere. The fact that he already played this past game, he ain't going nowhere. So I don't foresee him going anywhere, in my opinion. Now, I gotta ask, who do you think? Who do you think out there we can go ahead and pick up? Or actually, no, I'm gonna ask you guys because y'all know I love polls. So let me ask you a quick poll here. Which position do we need most? Okay, yeah, hold on. Relax, people. Uh-huh. Mm. I'm not putting that because that's so easy. People would flock to that one some. Hold on. Mhm. There you go. So there you go. I just asked you guys go ahead and let me know. And see, and that's exactly why I didn't put it, Michael. Okay. Yep, I knew some of y'all would say it. And no, we don't need a quarterback. We got our quarterback. Mm. For this year. So yes, guys, we got almost 40 people in here, only 15 likes. I need you guys' help. Let's let everybody else know that we are live, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, I will go ahead and reset this here, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming through. Really do appreciate it. This is Miss Fins, the Miss Fins Show. I'm your host. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Subscribe today. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe. Really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. So go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Now, as far as, because I get asked all the time, Phins, where can we donate? You guys can donate if you want to donate to the channel. Everything that you do donate to, it goes right back. But honestly, what I really want is your subscription. So if you guys let all your family members know, let everybody know in your life that to subscribe to Miss Fins. Okay, you see it right here. Level up Miss Fins. Yep, says it right there. Go ahead and subscribe and let everybody else know to subscribe to. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Oh, and if you want to donate, I have PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. That's the easiest way right now until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So that way, you guys can do stickers and super chats and all that just cool stuff. And membership that I keep getting asked about. Once we get to 1,000, we'll be able to do that. But in the meantime, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Um, okay. So the positions that we need most help in. So honestly, ladies and gentlemen, right now, if you don't understand the positions that the Dolphins need right now, then I get it. And that's why you're here. Right now, we really, 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 really need to focus on. Let me go with offense because I feel like offense is a little bit easier than defense. Offense right now, a position that we could utilize and upgrade in, or at least a backup, if you will, one could say is running back. Right now with the rumors is Kareem Hunt. Him and Tyree, they've been flip flop or showcasing how much they miss each other on Twitter. So definitely that is an opportunity and a player that the Dolphins could certainly look into. But running back, is something where we can definitely utilize somebody new. Why? Because we have Mostert, excellent player. Chase, we also have, but he hasn't been productive at all. Not to the level that we were expecting, especially since he was supposed to be our number one running back. Okay. Uh, uh, Now, as far as let's see here. Oh, what's up, Canes? How you doing? Good morning, Mark K. Welcome. Good morning. Excuse me. So yeah, so running back is definitely a position that I could see if we do a trade for. I could see why. Me personally, I don't think we need it. Now, if we trade for it, I'm gonna be happy, especially with somebody like Kareem Hunt. Did you not catch last night's game, Bengals versus Brown? He was pretty effective. He broke off a few, so I would totally hear. Um, I would totally, I would totally take it. I don't think it'll happen, but I do. What do you call it? I do think that if we do make a trade, I could see why they would want to go ahead and make a trade for the running back position. Because again, Chase, we're not getting what we need from Chase. Achman just made his debut last game. Gaskins is all right, which to me, we should be utilizing Gaskins a little bit more. But again, that's what it is. Um, so that's kind of where we're at right now. That's the running back. What's up, Trey? Welcome. And go ahead, guys. I got the poll up. Which position do you think we're gonna need the most? Okay, very, very important. Another position where I know, again, I'm sticking to offense, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people have mentioned is wide receiver. I don't know why you would want wide receiver. Miss Fees, if Waddle or Hill get hurt, who do you got? I get that. I get that. The only thing though is we do have other pieces for the offense. If Hill goes down, it'll be the same offense as last year. If Waddle goes down, it'll be the same offense as last year. So I could well, hey, what's up, Roach? That's really more for like next year, if anything. Cruz Ruiz, welcome, good morning. And then thank you, Scotty. And to Scotty's point, we have Eric Azukama. You know what I mean? We have young players like Trent Sherfield. We have pieces that we can use, which is why I don't think we need wide receiver. But a lot of people are clamoring for Jerry Judy. I don't think we need him. Honest to God. But again, dumbasses. That's why it's trade rumors. Phins 74, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Um, Much appreciated for you to come here. So that's the wide receiver. As far as another piece in the offense that we could utilize, I'm surprised none of y'all mentioned this. O line. Let's get a tackle, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a tackle? I'll take a tackle for 1,000, please. Like, I don't understand. Excuse me. I don't understand. Now, right now, a rumor, trade rumor, Taylor Moton has been rumored to the Dolphins. Why? He's a tackle. So far, I mean, being a Panther, he could be somebody that we could bring in as far as him in this team. If we're being honest, Dolphins need offensive line help. We do. We do, we do, we do. And with that being said, at this point, we don't, what do you call it? We don't know what's going to happen with AJ. He's off IR, still hasn't played. He has a few more days before not being able to play for the rest of the season if he doesn't play. And with Greg Little's not so great performance, with Brandon Shell, being a backup, serviceable backup, we still need, we still need to go ahead and make a move in this O line. This is to me one of the biggest um, positions that the Dolphins could absolutely use some help in, and it's a position of need. Absolutely, absolutely. And Scotty, I move AJ to left guard and get Moulton. Yeah, trust me, I totally get it. Jeremiah Misfits, could you imagine Kareem Hunt in a Miami Dolphins uniform? Yes. Like I said, I don't think we'll do it, but yes, I could totally see that. And I'm trying to stay up to date in Twitter, as y'all know. Things do happen rather quickly, but that O line, we absolutely need him. So Moton has been rumored for the Dolphins. That's another position. So let me get off the offense, now defense. Corners. You guys already know our secondary has been completely decimated, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean decimated. So with that being said, we really need to take a look at what we're doing. Now, personally, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a position of need in the secondary. I know that Brandon Jones just left, but I still feel like we have young players like Ron McKinley, who I think might be actually signed to the team. Meaning that Brandon Jones is out for the entire season, I think Verone will be a good piece for us to go ahead and sign to the 53-man roster. So I wouldn't really make a trade for a safety when I already have young talent in the building. You know what I mean? As far as corners, right now, you've seen the production that Kader Kohu has been able to provide us. We also have on deck Trill Williams for next year. So really, it's really, what do you call it? Not necessary for the Dolphins to really make a trade for either a safety or a corner, in my opinion, because right now we've been able to manage. Now, will this hold up for the playoffs? And that's really the question we gotta answer. Because if this doesn't hold up for the playoffs, then what are we doing? Like seriously, what are we doing? Because at the end of the day, we're here for the playoffs. You know what I mean? Aww, Daddy Dean, I just got the notification. Thank you for your donation. Oh man, shout out to Daddy Dean. He just donated $30 to the show. Uh, Thank you for your show. I appreciate it, Daddy Dean. You're awesome. Honestly, you guys know I don't really ask for donations, but everything you guys bless me with, it really does go right back to the channel and to the show. So thank you, Daddy Dean. Awesome. Really do appreciate it so much. Like honestly, really do appreciate it. Um, you're the best. Yeah, you just sent you some love, Miss Fins on Cash App. Thank you, Daddy Dean. Absolutely. Thank you. Miss Fins, there is someone going at it in the chat. I don't know what's happening. Is there a Bills on Bills crime going on in the chat? Remember, guys, not in this platform. Okay, keep it PG and keep it cordial, guys. You guys, could have what do you call it? You guys have debates. I love debating. But please, kids watch the show, and we want to go ahead and make sure that we keep it PG. It's a family wholesome, wholesome uh channel. So let's make it happen. Uh so yes. Let's see here. What's up, Lance? Good morning. And again, Daddy Dean, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Come on, guys. Leave Mark alone. Mark is entitled to his own opinion. I am not the one to, unless obviously Mark play nice. But other than that, it's okay. Just leave him alone. Mark has great knowledge and great information to add to the team. Tyler Moten is a legit tackle. If he is brought in, AJ has time to heal up and learn. Agreed. That would be a position I would actually make a trade for. And he's actually a serviceable tackle for us. That would really help. Trey, I agree. I don't think Hunt is going anywhere, but you know, you never know. Last minute and Chris Greer. But yeah. Um love your hair this beautiful morning. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Are awesome. Hit the like button, guys. Can anyone answer the Akba mystery? He's been invisible for weeks now. A truly ineffective, no tackles, no pressures, no sacks. Shaking my head. First of all, Martina, thank you, girl, for being in here. And like I said earlier, he's gotten one sack and nothing really in the last 7 weeks. The issue that I'm having with Ogba, and again, I don't know if it's maybe the scheme that we've had to change. Remember this, because we're not really running the zero because we don't have Byron. You know, um, it really does affect pretty much every other position in the defense. Because when you have Byron and X, those are your lockdown corners. You can bring eight men in the box and excuse me, and and have your safety for him. Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Alex. The problem is we've had to change our scheme because right now we don't have Byron. We have secondary injuries. So I don't know if maybe that's been the reason why. Now, and shout out to TD because I know I've heard him say this. The be, the way that Flores was running his defense, it really highlighted certain players' abilities to be effective. We haven't been able to run that type of zero type defense where, good morning, Big Slick, where it would really allow for Agba to kind of penetrate and come off the edge. But that's just it. It's the scheme, in my opinion, the reason why he doesn't fit in this scheme the way we have it right now. I don't know what has to be done, but as far as for him, he's just not being effective. So we can definitely use the opportunity. Let's see here. Uh no, but I get what you're saying, Martina, but it's not more of the overvalue of Akba. I think he is. What's up, Matt? I think he is valued at where he is. The issue is we don't have the injuries really played a huge factor in not being able to run the type of defense that we're accustomed to. So yeah, but I don't think we're gonna trade Agba. But we'll see. Maybe by us getting some players back, it'll help him. It'll help him be better and more effective. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Remember, we got almost 50 people in here and only 25 likes. Hit that like button for me. I asked y'all earlier which position do we need most: linebacker, center, corner, or running back. So far, linebacker has been winning. Corner looks like it's second, but it looks like linebacker so far has been winning. So go ahead and hit that like button, guys, for me. That way we can go ahead and get this done. Excuse me. The content bar is not as bad as anyone thinks. Yeah, I agree. I just said that a minute ago. So yeah, I agree. It's not as bad. Can't wait to get a true middle linebacker. Seriously. Okay, so that's the offense. So we went over the defense as part of it. So as you can say, I don't think we need a corner. Can we use one? Absolutely. I'm not saying I won't take it. I don't think it's an area of priority right now. To Scotty's point, I'd rather take a middle linebacker. I've said this since the offseason. We need a middle linebacker. But Miss Phins, we drafted Tyndall. He hasn't been on the field. We don't know what's happening. Well, maybe he's not cutting it in the what do you call it? At practice. What's up, Alamin? Good morning. Good morning. Um, Maybe he's not cutting it in practice. Not really sure. But again, rookies, we knew he would have to develop. I didn't think he was going to be a day one starter. I was right. I think now with all the changes we've had to do and the injuries we've had to deal with, that maybe he might get an opportunity to come in a little bit closer. Um, but we'll see. A second and fifth for Smith. Why aren't we in the mix? Which Smith? Um, oh, Scotty, give me the full name of the player because there's a lot of Smiths in here. Well, not in here, but you know what I mean, like in there. But to pay a pass rusher 60 million a year, who so far is proving he's utterly incapable of getting pressure by himself, 100%, and is hurting Phillips, who is getting a lot of double teams. You are right. However, he's not getting paid $60 million a year. Um, but I do understand exactly where you're coming from. As far as, I mean, this is what we're dealing with right now. That's the problem with the Dolphins right now. That's the problem with the Dolphins. We have to see what we end up doing. But again, I'm gonna tell you what I think if we're gonna actually make some actual trades or not. But there's certain pieces that I personally don't think we'll be making a move for. So now, just so you guys know, Austin Jackson has till today to be activated off the IR. If not, he will miss the rest of the season. That's horrible, and that will definitely, what do you call it? That will definitely be a reason for them to either decide to move for somebody or not. It's gonna be very, very oof. It's gonna be very interesting. I'll tell you that. Very interesting for sure. So yeah. No. Oh, Mike Pouncey. Sorry guys. I got stuck. You know Twitter. It's horrible. It's you can get sucked into this. So anyways. Um Okie dokie. Hold on. Perfect. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I personally don't think we're going to make any moves. But I wouldn't put it past the Dolphins to make a move. Now, we just discussed which ones we think are going to happen and the positions that we have for need. Um, Simple money down the road. Roquan. Roquan is gone, sir. I don't know if you know this, but he was already traded. So there's no need for that's what I thought you meant, but there's no need for us to even be discussing this. Aw, thanks. Things that Phins, you always make a lot of sense. I don't say always, but sometimes, yes. Morning, JM. How you doing? What's up? Some rookies take longer to develop, but Tyndall will be fine. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I put that much hustle on my radar. Oh, DF, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, let's see here. We never see what the coaches see. They have more insight. That is true, Steve. And good morning. The comment was, "Why weren't we? Oh, why weren't we in the mix?" Got it. Got it. Sorry, I don't know why I read that one weird. Why weren't we in the mix? Again, guys, you have to think about it. As far as the disposable cash space that we have from when I last sorry when I last checked, we had right around 5 milli um for this year. Next year, um, oh, what's his name? Cheetah. His money's gonna really kick in next year when he's $30 million for us. So it's a lot to manage. Most and it's funny. I don't know if y'all have ever played the game Madden 2000 Madden Head Coach. It came out in 2009. I got it from my dad and my brother. My dad, one of his favorite games of all time. But in Madden Head Coach, it really shows you the ins and out of being a GM, an owner, setting up your team, and really building that roster, making the trades, dealing with the trade deadline. So shout out to that game, Madden Head Coach, because what's up? Good morning, Fasai. It really gives you the ins and outs of what a true GM will have to deal with and manage and things like that. And it's funny because my dad always plays with the Dolphins. So yes, even though now he's a Patriots fan, he's been a fan for several years now, but he always picks Miami Dolphins to fix them, you know. And yeah. Now to your point, Scotty, I need everybody to answer this question for me. And this is no shot to the person. This is just being straight up, guys. Do we have our answer at quarterback, yes or no? Put in the comment section right now for me, please. Put in the comment section. If you think we have our answer, whether it's yay or nay, yes or no, at quarterback, don't even matter. It's just an answer. Put in the comment section because that's going to be very, 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 very telling. So go ahead and put it in the comment section so that way we can discuss this. Let's see here. Which position do we need most? So at the end of the day, most of you guys said linebacker. 40%. 29% of y'all said center. 23% said corner. And 7% said running back. Okay. Guys, that was 55 votes. We only have 34 likes. We got well over 50 people in here and only 34 likes. So I need you guys to do me a favor right now. Take literally 30. No, that's way too long. Take 5 seconds. Hit the like button for me. Let everybody else know that we're live, okay? Please, please, please. And this isn't a shot at, again, this isn't a shot at whether, yes, we have our guy or whether you like to or not. It's, has that question been answered? Just as straight up. Um, and the answer is, I personally think not yet. I don't think yet we have our answer. I want to give him till the end of the season personally for us to really know. So because we don't have a definitive answer, and Richard, stop it with that wolf pack stuff. I don't even know what that means, and please just don't bring that in here. I just think it's ridiculous. But it's a legitimate question. If we don't have a definitive answer for that position, I still think that they're going to hold on to as many pieces and trade chips as they can for the offseason. Doesn't mean that by the end of the season we'll get, you know, we'll I mean, I absolutely think Tua can be the guy. Absolutely. But we don't have that definitive answer yet. Some people do, and that's why I say it doesn't matter if you want him or don't want him. That's not the question, guys. Is whether you think that that question has been fully answered. And a lot of you guys, and just going back here real quick, when I asked that question, a lot of you guys said, "Wow, you guys really talk a lot." Oof, hold on, because that's I didn't realize how fast y'all are talking. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Oh man, don't tell me this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. See, this is why I don't like to have to monitor the chat, but come on, man. Okay. Wasn't too bad. But come on, guys. Okay, so Lewis, you said no, not yet. I know there was a lot of no's, and oh, that's why, because it was hard. So, okay, Roach, you said no, that question hasn't been answered yet. Lance says no. Scotty says yes. Tua is the answer. Perfect. To you, that question has been answered. Nothing wrong with that. California, you say no. Lewis, no, not yet. Steve, V, you say yes. Captain Swole, you doubt it. You doubt that the question has been answered, or you doubt that he will be the answer or not be the. Be a little more specific because the question is simple. Not that if he is or isn't the guy. It's have we definitively made that answer? That's what that means. Um, Robert say no. Michael K say no. Jesus, no, you should look against lesser opponents. Oh, you should look good against lesser. I don't know, cause man, he was looking phenomenal in that Lions game. So I don't know about that. Cap, you say ask me again in week 17. Exactly. I have to give him 3 years. You know what I mean? So I can't do it. Bromer, you said to best QB since Marino. So I'm gonna take that as a yes. You think that question has been answered, whether or not we have definitively answered the question of Tua being a guy or not. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Year is it over? Okay. Miss Fizz is a Bottle Rocket Thompson fan. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, and Skylar the Rocket Thompson, of course, I'm gonna be a fan of him. Just like I'm a fan of Teddy Bridgewater, just like I'm a fan of Tua Tagovailoa. They're wearing aqua and orange, so it is what it is. Let's see here. Yes, guys, we got 50 people in here, only 36 likes. Hit that like button for me, guys. Hit the like button. Let's see here. What did Trey say? Tua will be the guy for the next 2 years. That is one thing we do know. He just has to stay healthy. That's the key to his success. So, so to you, the answer is yes. Alamin, you say yes. Captain Soul, you say no. New Attitude, you say yes. Definitely not yet. Okay, so you're wait and see, Andres. Got it. The health is the only issue. Richard, totally get it. That's with every position and every player. So because so let me take this off because clearly we're not talking about the positions anymore. Um, I think this is gonna be very interesting. Hold on. Eh, Okay, so because of that, I gotta ask you guys: will the Miami Dolphins make a trade today? Yes or no? Put in the comment section for me. And on your way to hitting that like button and subscribe, let me know, do you think the Dolphins are going to be making a trade? Now we're into that point. Uh, won't get a contract extension. I don't know that yet, Michael. Okay, he absolutely could get an extension. We again, or at least I personally don't think I can answer that yet. I have to see what his this year is gonna be. So, will the Dolphins make a trade today? Do you guys honestly think he'll make a trade? If you do so, go ahead. I think trade today is 50-50. Scotty says, okay. None worth anything. Okay, Lance, I get it. Captain Soul says no. Animes says, I hope so. Okay. If I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you, and this is solely based on the Dolphins and what we typically do or don't do, I don't think we're making any trade. Now, I don't put it past the Dolphins making any trade, but because that QB question hasn't fully definitively been answered, in my opinion, it's my opinion, I don't think we're making a trade today. If we were to make a trade, the teams that were viable for us were the Chicago Bears for Roquan or even for Quinn. But guys, you guys have to understand, just because we don't make a trade doesn't mean we didn't try to make a trade. This also happened in the offseason too. This is the thing. Not every GM will trade with the Dolphins. Mostly because everybody doesn't want to get scammed by Chris Chris Greer. Sorry. But you already know what I'm trying to say. Chris Greer, my God. That man fleeces more than he's a smooth operator, you know what I mean? And then afterwards you're like, wait, what did I just get for what did we just do? They don't want to get fleeced. No, we'll sign a practice squad player again. Literally, that's probably exactly what we'll do. But that's the that's essentially where we're at. Some teams on purpose want to charge the Dolphins more. Other teams are just willing to pay more than what we're willing to pay. It happens. That's a part of the trade business, if you will. So just because we may or may not, I mean, guys, we're 7 hours away from the trade deadline to the dot. At 4 p.m. Eastern is the end of the trade deadline. Again, I don't think the Dolphins will make the trade because they still want to wait and see what they got. There are only 32 teams in the NFL. No GM is flat out blacklisting a team on no trades, especially if that trade makes your team better. The no trade with Dolphins is a fan narrative. I can't speak about fans. I'm just telling you what I personally think is some GMs may not want to. And I said may. I didn't say they don't. There's a difference. They may not want to get fleeced. But you already know that somehow, some way, Grill will find a way to sweeten his end of the deal, if you will. But as far as the actual teams, just we get outbid all the time. All the time. Absolutely all the time. So it happens. That's the nature of the game. That's the nature of the game. So it doesn't mean that we can't make a trade or we won't make a trade. I don't think we will because I think they're waiting for the offseason to really make any major moves. By the offseason, they have a lot of things to consider. We're going to have a lot of rookies in the position, not rookies, but excuse me, third year guys that are going to need contracts. Excuse me, some that are going to need extensions. It's going to be a lot for us to do. And then on top of that, too, like I said, the 30 mil will kick in for Tyreek. So it really depends. If they believe in Tua, they will go all in with trades. But if they don't, I guess in your opinion, yes, I could totally see that. But right now, I don't see them making any real changes. You can believe that if you want to. Oh, I see. Yeah. Um, but I mean, let's be honest. Are the Dolphins really that bad? I mean, I would say the O line is probably like the number one thing we could always use. But other than that, we've managed with our defense. And right now, Tua's playing out of his mind. So we're making it happen with what we have. And eventually, guys will come back from injuries and, be effective and help us out in that end. Losing the first round pick kind of has us handcuffed with this deadline. Do you agree, Miss Finch? I'm not gonna lie to you, Richard. When we lost that first round pick, no, I'm not even mad that he tampered. Everybody tampers, but damn, you couldn't even not get like, oh God, we can't even cheat, right? Like, look, and I was thinking about, I forgot who I was talking to yesterday, but I was thinking about it. The Everybody knows that the Patriots cheated for their Super Bowls. Everybody knows this. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, in 20 something years, well, I don't even need to wait 20 something years. A couple years later, and people don't care. They still don't care. They don't care. And we're out here, we can't even cheat right like this. Oh, Miss Phins, why are you advocating for cheating? I'm not. But I'm also not blind to think that teams don't do it. And yes, get off your high horse because guess what? Every single team does it. And if you don't know that, hey, I get it. Mm, now you know. Every team does it. So yes or no? Mm, uh oh, do I agree that we're handcuffed to this deadline? Mm, no, because the moves that we don't make now, we can certainly make in the off season. That's why I say no. And by then, we will have more answers, more information for us to be able to assess the situation that we're going to be in to really help us out. So I would say no. I don't think that we're handcuffed because we lost the first round pick to this particular trade deadline today. But it will play a huge part come this off season. That's for sure. We should have been more on the download. I know, Lance. I can't even. The Ravens believe LJ, the guy, oh, Lamar Jackson. They traded for a linebacker when he needs weapons badly. You know who? This is funny. I'm gonna stay off topic real quick for a second, guys. You know who? Kind of deals with the same thing. Aaron Rodgers. I can't stand him. Aaron Rodgers. How many times have we said that team does not get? But this is the thing. People don't realize Green Bay Packers get them weapons. It's just not first round weapons. They get them second, third, fourth rounders. Whether it's running back or wide receiver, they've yet to get a first round wide receiver for him. I don't know, like 12 years, 15 years. Like, they just don't get wide receivers in the first round. So I think it's hilarious. And that's going to be very interesting too, which will play into part with all of what we've been talking about. So that's when it comes to the trade, guys, the trade deadline, like I said, it's today, 4 p.m. Eastern. Those trade humors, yeah, it's going to be Um, yeah, Mark, I already said that. It's gonna be very interesting. You're gonna see a lot of movement, and the funny part is that, guys, you won't really see a lot of movement till, like, in my opinion, right before 4 o'clock. Like an hour before 4 o'clock is when oh my god, oh my god, and just so you know, 2,490 yards. Matt Gesicki is second in team history in receiving yards for a tight end. Number two. I don't think he gets traded, but if he does, hey, he does. So the second, I'm still gonna be wearing his jersey, and I'm still gonna be buying his jersey. Hmm. But yeah, Hmm. Let's see here. Now, exactly, Miss Fins. So I'm guessing Green Bay don't want and don't believe in A Rod now. They do. They do. It's just that they have a very interesting way of showing it. Plus, if we're gonna be honest, this man's gonna retire by the end of this year. At most, he'll play next year, and that's it. I don't think this man's bat moving. Like, Aaron Rodgers is not playing past next year. Uh-uh. I don't care how long Tom Brady plays. Nah. And new attitude? Bingo. Aaron makes too much to pay for a big name player. Yes, they could draft him weapons though. And that's the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Tom Brady never took the max deals. Not even half of the max deals. Not even half. Because he said, I want championships, so I don't need. He essentially bet on himself, which is actually kind of genius. No, I don't need the money now. I'm going to make the money later after I get these championships. Hey, and guess what? That man's got a $400 million contract the second he retires. So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I like that Tyndall pick, Richard. I like it too. Hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, I get it. See if everything does it, is it really cheating? It's dishonest cheating, Stevie. Steve. Hmm. Uh, no, I meant more like nowadays teams kind of, do cheat. Oh, Brady's definitely not the GOAT. He is of this era, the last 20 years, absolutely. He's not the greatest of all across time. Mm-mm. And again, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand why I gotta say that. Yeah, Marquet, that's why I said that. He takes that money like every other quarterback, and then they wonder why they don't have pieces. And yes, Scotty, I agree. Again, a house here, a house there. I get it. I get it. Trust me. Mm. It's a great question, Richard. Well, Tyndall and Ezukama, I'm gonna give you clearly don't know how to spell his name, but it's okay. Um, make any kind of impact in 2022? I'm gonna be honest with you. Major impact now. We're doing all right with the players that we have so far. But could they be put in that position to be impactful? Let's say for a player or two, or even a driver or two. Yeah, but as a overall in 2022, no, they're for next year, guys. They're just developing their future. With these guys, we'll be able to get off of X, get off of Byron. You know what I mean? Get off of, I mean, some other place we can absolutely get away from, but let me not. Uh, eh, mm, and this is why I say Tom Brady, sure, is the greatest of his era, which is the last 20 years. He's not the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Brady stated or started to dominate when the rules changed to favor offenses. True. He even admitted that the rule changes inflate stats and how QBs play the game. True. I totally agree. Tom Brady has multiple rules named after him to make the game easier for him. Literally. Literally. What's up, Los Dolphinatics? Uh, Miss Vince, would you trade AJ Dillon for Mike Gesicki? Absolutely not. God, no. Can't stand the way AJ Dillon has been playing this year. Horrible. I know this because I have him in my fantasy. Inconsistent, not getting to the holes. No. Mm-mm. I would need a little more because Mike G's a first round pick. And from what I hear, teams have reached out to the Dolphins about Mike Gesicki, but it looks like they really do want that first. They really do. Sorry, guys. They really do want that first. And if you really think about it, guys, Mike Gesicki will be a. Oh man, in my opinion, he would be a Pro Bowler, All Pro tight end, pass catching tight end in the NFL if he goes to any other team. But on Saturn News, it looks like Adam Zimmer, former Vikings co-defensive coordinator and the son of Mike Zimmer, just passed away. His sister announced it. He was 38, so R.I.P. to you, sir. Um, man, that's a bummer. You never want to see that. Uh, let's see here. Okay. Interesting. So Chicago's in a rebuilding mode, guys. If you couldn't already tell, they're atrocious. So we should be destroying them. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Uh, I can't with people and their breaking news, fake garbage. Anyways, I'm trying to see if if any trades actually do happen whilst we're live, so I can go ahead and give it to you guys. But um, oh, and if you guys didn't get an update, I'm gonna give you a quick update here on Liam Eichenberg. I know we were waiting. So it looks like he suffered an MCL injury per source, is according to Tom Pelissero. Better news than initially feared, but he will miss some time. They still expect him to be back later on in the year, so we'll see. Delusional Patriots fan. How you doing, Delusional Patriots fan? Mm, oh, no. Let's not pretend like your defense was all that. It was pretty good, but please. Uh, no attitude. We did not hear why Rowe didn't play. He was shocked to know why, he was a healthy scratch, but we got to see. Doesn't a top seed in fantasy get a first round bye in playoffs, Miss Vince? First of all, word of mouth. I know you're clowning right now just because you're, you know, winning or whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one because honestly, I really don't know. Which I don't think they do. No, no, that it ain't. It's what the Dolphins are asking for. Good morning, Crypto. What's up? Be careful. North Carolina Panthers. Yeah, Tua gonna year Chicago's defense apart. Oh, you mean tear? But yes, I think so too. Oof. I expect Tua to. We're gonna talk about it Friday. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Roadrunner, welcome. Well, all I said is he suffered an MCL injury. I don't think it was a tear if he's coming back at the end, but sup, lurking. You know the little eye emoji. Yeah, he did. He absolutely got traded. But whatever. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna pay him, but it's worth it. Yeah, of course. On that note, guys, we've talked trade deadline, trade rumors. Now we get to talk about everybody wants to talk about because I got a few minutes for you guys, but we need to discuss it now. I won't discuss it until we get to 50 likes. I need 6 more likes to 50. Go ahead, hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button for me. Let everybody know that we are live. Come on, give me 6 more likes, people. 6 more likes. That's all I ask. 6 more likes. Okay? Mm. 6 more likes. Come on. We still 4 more likes, guys. Let's get it. 4 more likes. 4 more likes. I know not everybody's hit the like button, so come on. We got 50 plus people in here. Bears got no receivers, and they're gonna be Liam injury might spark a trade, maybe from Panthers. Now that will be very interesting. That will be very interesting. I actually would be down. Moten. Just saying. I would be down. We make that trade with the Panthers. Oof. You know what? Let's hypothetically do that while I pull up my stuff for Tua. Guys, what are we giving up for Moten? Give me your trade. Right now, with Liam being injured, give me your trade only for Moten. We're gonna pretend like we're gonna be trading with Carolina Panthers. Give me your trade package. Give me a package that you think is gonna be um making sense. I think the Panthers lost the last 2 games. They would be selling, yeah. But so far they are 1-1 without CMC. Yeah, the NFC South is terrible. That is true. I get it, delusional. I'm still trying to see, Miss Fins. Are you a casual Dolphins fan? See, Richard, I'm not sure if I understand what that means. I think it's hilarious every time somebody says it. So I can't answer that for you. You know, I can't answer that for you. I'm a Dolphins fan, period. Hence the fact that I have my own Dolphins channel. You see, Dolphins channel. You see my name, Miss Phins. Yeah. So just saying, I want Brian Burns or Derek Brown. That'd be you. So you say you would give up Daddy Dean a second and a fifth for Moulton. Okay. Are we giving up any players, ladies and gentlemen? Are we giving up any players? Mm, mm. Are we giving up any players? What do you guys think? Should we maybe take that fifth and give up a player? Because right now we know Carolina needs a ton of stuff, a ton of stuff. Chase Edmonds, Wilkins. So you're saying Edmonds or Wilson and a second, or you mean both of them and a second? Edmonds, second, and Edmonds. That would actually that would be a decent. That would be a decent trade. No win to current 53. Hopefully not Gasicki. Clemente, what's up? Good morning. Yes, them two can go. Yo, you made me laugh. Daddy Dean, for some odd reason, I don't think they're gonna deal Eric Roman. I really don't. Just because, you know, in case we need somebody. So yeah. Okay. So right now, either Cedric Wilson or Chase Edmonds and a second. Would you give up all three players for Moulton? Chase, Eric, and Edmonds? Wait, I just said Chase Edmonds. I meant Cedric Wilson. Mm? Or do you think they still want to go ahead and get picks? Because obviously it's gonna work. I do think that a second and I mean, what do you think they need more? They're out of CMC. They definitely need wide receivers, that's for sure. Because Robbie Anderson is he was not having it. Um, so yeah. Well, that's garbage. Um, yeah, nah. Brandon Jones injured. Rose value to team went up. Yep, that is true. That is true. So we have to see. They What's up, Juice? Yes, I don't think they have the draft capital. They will won't to deal. They will want to deal. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. But it's okay. They McDaniel shows us Rose Value Sunday. That's true. You want Alvin Kamara? I don't think they're. I don't know. No attitude. We don't have the draft capital. That's another thing. Really don't. So yeah, Carolina wants picks probably. Probably. We'll see. We need a safety badly. I don't think so. I don't think so. We're essentially doing to the safety core, which is what we've done with the cornerbacks. Next man up. Could we use one? Yes, but we'll see. McKinley is going to step up. Yep, I think he's going to be signed to the 53-man roster. If a team is tanking, allegedly, yes. You mean next Patriots player up? Nah, we ain't dealing with you guys. You'll be fine, Illusioner. We're not dealing with you guys. So let me talk to you guys. I want to show y'all something real quick. And thank you guys for hitting the like button. Really do appreciate you guys, honestly. Thank you. I want to show you something real quick because I think this is very important. And I think it's kind of fun. So let me go ahead and share this with you, okay? Mm, let me read this to you guys because y'all need to see our man's over here. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Look at that. To a T. Tua Tagovailoa versus the Lions, ladies and gentlemen. 3 touchdowns. Asterisk. 382 passing yards, 80.5 completion percentage rate. Ladies and gentlemen, Tua Tagovailoa, he killed it, man. This was his best game. Yeah, Tua got the Lions DB coach fired. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think it was him. It was a build-up, but yeah, that he drove that nail in that coffin. Does the Dolphins have to make a decision on Nelson Justin today? Can you explain why I am a casual Dolphin fan? Again, I can't speak to you. I don't know what the casual stuff means, but um, as far as your question, it seems that Austin Jackson, because he played after getting off the before because he practiced after getting off the IR, that clock of the 21 days kicked in, and today is the 21st day. So if he doesn't get off the IR list, if you will, he'll go ahead and be out for the entire season, which is kind of upsetting. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Tua Tagovailoa was actually pretty good. Pretty good. This is still, in my opinion, the best he's done. As a Miami Dolphins, this is the best he's done. I can think of another game that he did better, guys. You can say what you will, you can like what you don't like or whatever, but man, Tua killed it in my opinion. This was his best career game. Absolutely his best career game, and I loved it. Tua Tagovailoa right now, he's doing pretty decent. Pretty decent. He is currently ranked 18th. Excuse me. Among quarterbacks when it comes to passing. He's got 1,678 yards with missing 2.5 games. No, 3.5 games. He's got 12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. His QBR is 78.7. He's number one in the league. Tied for fifth with 3 interceptions and tied for seventh with 12 touchdowns. Imagine if this man would have actually played all the games. But against the Lions game, his QBR was 92.8. His completion percentage again was 80.5. 382 yards with the 3 touchdowns. This has to have been his best overall game. I mean, me personally, absolutely love it. And so far in the regular season, he's got 130 completions out of 186 attempts, 69.9 Completion percentage with the 1678, like I mentioned, his average attempt is 9.0. His longest was a 60 yarder. And his overall rating as a QB, 112.7, which is number one in the league. He's killing it. I can't even say anything bad about this game. His ball placement and a couple of passes, I was like, dude, what are you doing? You sold it a little high, and that was pretty much towards the ground. Other than that, I love the way he moved in and out the pocket. I love the way he was able to go ahead and really direct the defense in a way. Um, sorry guys. Um, but yeah, it was it was pretty good in my opinion. Pretty good. Oh, mm, hold on. What are we? What is? What else? Let's see what Tuna does against the Packers. Best secondary in the team. Well, that's not till Christmas, so I'm not worried about that game. Next game we got up is the Chicago. We get to play against Chicago. And the 5 games that this man has played, he's 4-1. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is 4-1. 4-1 in the 5 games that Tua has played. That's pretty good. Um, and yes, he takes the L because he started the first half completely, and the team lost the game. Just like he gets credited for starting and not finishing the game, and we win. He also gets credit for starting the game and us not finishing the game and losing. So it's the same thing. And so far, he's 4-1, guys. We easily could have been 7-1. Easy, easy, easy. But he wasn't available, and it happens. Oh my lord, with these commercials. Okay, 5-1. Hmm. Yes, you're right. Sorry. For some reason, it wasn't showing me the Patriots game. That's why I thought it was kind of weird. 5-1. We could have been 7-1, but it happens. It is what it is. We gotta move forward from that. Okay. Tua has 300 games in his career. That's not very impressive. You know what? First three and last two. Yeah. No, no, no. I get it. It's just for some reason it wasn't showing it to me. Um, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Listen, Tua on the field definitely helps the Miami Dolphins. This is the issue that we have when it comes to Tua. You gotta be on the field, buddy. But so far, this Lions game, I mean, well, I gotta do a lefty, so he was. I mean, this is his best career game. There is no I can't even say. And somebody told me, "No, Miss Phins, he also had a good Arizona game." Nah, forget the Arizona game. This is the first game I've seen when this man gives me a full game. I mean, come on, man. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Give me more of that too. Feed me more of that, please. Because I think that's going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. Richard, is that question for me? I'm a tough critic on Tua. Are you talking to me or someone else? 'Cause I'm not sure. So, um, but oh god, these commercials. But I'm gonna answer anyways. Absolutely, I'm a tough critic on every single player, irregardless of who it is. So nobody's special that they can't get it. Man, the coaching gets it. See, I'm a Dolphins fan. No players above that. No players above the logo. I love Mike Gesicki. Give me a first. Sayonara, sir. Sayonara. Nobody's above the logo. Nobody. But right now it is still Tuesday, hence why I need to talk about Tua. We're 19th in Yak. That means Tua out there throwing the ball downfield. Nah, that can't be. He is throwing the ball downfield, actually. He's being pretty good at it, too. And being very, very, very effective, which is what I'm loving. And right now, if you didn't know this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, obviously, when it comes to yardage, Tua's not going to be at the top. He's kind of more mid. Tua right now ranks 18th when it comes to yards. So literally right in the middle. Like it's just slightly below the middle. Um he's still pretty good. Now, he is ranking where we at? Uh well, he's not all the way down there. Come on, what am I talking about? Oh, he's ranked ninth when it comes to touchdowns with his 12th. Okay. Right now, when it comes to interceptions, like I told you guys, Tua's actually pretty good at protecting the ball. And y'all already know turnover worthy plays. Whoo! This man ranked top three when it came to turnover worthy plays leading into this game. I didn't see one. I didn't see one. I still gotta finish rewatching the rest of the game, but I was told, yeah, Miss Finch, there was one that Gesicki had to bat down. If that's the case, I guess one. But that was a clean game from Tua. That's a clean game, and that's what you want to see. Clean up the mistakes, and he did. Because I didn't see like major turnover worthy plays with it, which is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Huge. And right now, he is number one when it comes to yards per attempt. He's also number one when it comes to his average yards per attempt. Tua right now, he's playing really good football. And you saw that versus the line. But Miss Fans, you gotta give context. Lions defense was 32nd. True. I'm not gonna lie. Dolphins went up against the worst defense in the NFL. That is true. I'm not gonna lie that. It is what it is. They still did their job and got the win. Now, what I was mostly afraid of? Definitely. And I was right, the offense for the Lions. Top five in the league. But I knew that this team, oof, could put up points. And it was gonna be down to Tua to win this game. And guess what? This was a team win, but finally I get to give the notch to the offense. The defense did their job. Yeah, they gave up points in the first half. They shut them down. Nah, Miss Phins, they only had 3 drives. The Lions beat themselves because they had penalties. Because no other team deals with penalties. Okay, sure. Even even in those three drives that the Lions had, guess what? We had to execute an offense to keep our defense off. So Tua still did his job. Can't deny that. You cannot deny that. You already know he's on top with the QBR rating. He's already, I mean, in most statistical things, he's pretty up there. Now he does have he's fifth when it comes to game-winning drives. He's got 2 so far this year. You know what I mean? And he's also ranked fifth in fourth quarter comebacks, which is great. I love it. But right now, what Tua needs to do is to continue to do his game. Okay, 20, very happy this year. I mean, I guess, but I don't do labels, man. I don't do labels. I'm telling you right now, Tua did his job this past game, and right now he imagine if Tua had played the whole season. Oh my god! Oh my god! I want y'all to think about something. I'm gonna do a quick math here for you guys. His yardage right now 1678 divided by he played in 5.5 games, right? 5.5 games. He's averaging, this is hilarious, guys. 305, 305 yards per game right now. 305, ladies and gentlemen. He gives that performance over 17 games. That's a 5,000 yard season. That's a 5,000 yard season. That was his potential, but obviously he got injured. So, actually, wait a minute. We lost to the Bengals. We lost to the Jets and we lost to the Vikings. 2.5 games. So hold up. Wait a minute. 78. 2.5 games. Am I doing this math right? What am I talking about? I am right. 78 divided by. Let me work on this math real quick. Because he didn't play for 2.5 games, but he did play for one, two, three, for 5.5 games. Divided by 5.5. Okay, I was right. 5.5 games. So let's say he plays the rest of the season. That's One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 games plus 11, 12, 13, 14. So multiply the 305 by 14 and a half games. That's a 4,400 yard season, guys. We're talking MVP numbers, man. If he just does his average so far with 305, we're talking MVP numbers. Oh, no, 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 no. And thank you so much, God Soldier. Appreciate you for saying that. Y'all seen this sticky before. My floor in every game for Tua, 230 to 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a couple deep passes. This is my floor. I said because we're playing the Lions in the 32nd team, he should get minimum 30 plus points, 300 yards. He got 31, so he technically exceeded that. And he got 382 yards. He exceeded that. So on both scenarios, Tua exceeded my expectations. So that's my expectations versus reality. And Tua met them. So thank you guys, Soldier. I appreciate you remembering that. Tua would be Paul McIntosh. He would be number one in passing yards. Absolutely. Like I told you, he keeps this average. Again, his average is 305 in 5.5 games. That's not his max, and we know this. So if he ups the game, guys, you could be looking at candidate like MVP candidate leading type season, and that's pretty dope. He should have had 4 touchdowns. The coach would have challenged. Yeah, I know Clemente. I'm not putting that on Tua. That's 1,000% on McDaniel. Uh, Tua will hit 5,000 yards in the AFC Championship. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, you give him the same 305. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Trying to get this math here for y'all. He does a 305, right? And we got what, 8 games that we've played so far, right? Because we're 5-3. So had he played, he would have had 2,440. Guys, do you know who's number one right now in yardage? Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. Joe Burrow with 2,329. Tua, had he played all games, would have been number one in yards, number one completion percentage, number one in sorry guys. Let me get some water. Ooh. He would have been number one in yards per attempt, number one in average yards per attempt, number one in QBR rating, number one in overall rating, and number one in yards. And oh, number one in completion percentage too. Give me a minute, people. Daddy Dean, what's your season stats floor for Tua? Great question. I actually have that. My floor, which I date everything. September 8th, 2022. So 2 months ago. My Tua's prediction over 17 games, which is why I'm expecting him to have 4,000 yards, 250 yards per game, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, and 100.1 passer rating. So far, he's meeting the average yards per game. He's beating it by 55 yards. And as far as touchdowns, which is what I was going to get at right now, number one in touchdowns is Patrick Mahomes with 20, right? Tua, he's got a lot more ground to make up, right? If I can find him. He's right now ranked ninth with 12. So he had 12 touchdowns divided by 5.5 games. So he's averaging 2.18 touchdowns times 8 games. He would have had 17 and a half touchdowns. Let's just say 17 touchdowns. He would have been tied for third. Even if you want to go 18 and round up, even though you can't because it's 17.45. 17 touchdowns makes him tied for third. 17th would also, if he would have round up to 18, he'd be third in the league. So either he'd be third or tied for touchdowns. Oh, no! Are you serious? Which one? Don't tell me that. I'm looking at sorry. I'm looking at Migos, Takeoff and Quavo. Which one? Oh man. Don't tell me that. I like Migos. And I guarantee you Takeoff is probably the one I like the most too. Well, really, it's Motorsport. It's the song I like and I love his verse. What is going on here? What do you mean? I anticipate Hill eating up the touchdown column in the second half of the season. I agree too. I think it's gonna even out, guys. It's gonna even out for sure. Um, oh my God, no way this trade is happening. It looks like the Packers are doing a solid for the Vikings, according to CBS. Sedarius Smith been a beast for the Vikings this season, and Minnesota can also thank the Packers for paying most of his salary this year. Gone against Packers. Oh, that's funny. Which means he should have at least 330 in each of the next couple games. JM, if we're gonna be honest with you, if I'm gonna be honest, he could easily get um 330. Easy. To be honest with you, he should have had like I was like, man, the way this kid is going, he could have a 500-yard game today. Didn't happen, but he was feeling himself, man. I'm telling you, telling you. And this is why you don't want to ruffle up the feathers, people. Why I don't think we're gonna make any moves. This is why. Look at what we're doing. And yes, I understand. Let's not take it out of context. It was against the worst defense in the league. I get that. We still managed to do it. Now he's gonna show that he can do it to a high-powered defense. You see what I mean? Even though not Patriots. What's their name? Steelers. They're pretty good defense. Pretty good defense. So yeah, I'm telling you right now, Tua can really make this happen for himself. Excuse me. This is sick. Listen to this, guys, real quick. Most yards by a wide receiver in a game this season. Number one, Tyreek Hill with 190. Number two, Tyreek Hill with 188. Number three, Justin Jefferson with 184. Number four, Tyreek Hill with 177. Man, unguardable for real. Hold on. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, guys, this interesting. But Tua Tagovailoa, man, he's doing his thing. He is doing his thing, and this is his best game and performance that I've seen. And I can't wait to see when he does it to a defense that's actually a little bit better. I don't know. What do you think? Rank Tua's performance. Great Tua's performance, real quick. I'm gonna give you this before I go because y'all know I gotta go. I'm a working woman, but great Tua's performance. Performance versus Lions. Here we go. Okay, I'm asking the community, guys. Grade it. Give me. Oh, grade it. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what I graded him with this particular one. Because he was killing it. Killing it. Psh, psh, psh. Wait, I forget he's lefty. Oh, psh, 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 psh. And throwing those deep passes. I'll tell you this. He definitely got better in aligning. I'm a golfer, guys. So I know what I'm talking about when I say this. Aligning and squaring up his body to where he's going to throw that ball. He's getting better at it. He's absolutely getting better at it. He's better at planting his foot and delivering those deep passes. Telling you, this is Tua's best performance. What do you mean the way we talk about Tua? I'm talking about Tua like I would any other player. Like Noah Benogany being effective, like Gator Cole being effective. I'm ecstatic so far from what I've seen from Tua. I need him on the field though. Not gonna lie, but he was good. Baltimore game I like better. It was his coming out party, 461 and 6 touchdowns. Nah, at least for me, Richard. He had one quarter that he did good. One quarter. He gave us a full game. You realize that, right? What I've been asking and clamoring for. Now I need him to give me another full game, 4 quarters of good quarterback play. So the most impressive thing from Tua on Sunday was him protecting himself and making good decisions while scrambling. Absolutely, Clemente. Another one too. Learning how to throw away the ball. I have been yelling at my TV for this man never throwing away the ball when he needs to. And just as a key, like look at what happened. Look at what happened. Um, what game was it? Yeah, last night. Bengals versus Browns. Burrow got sacked like 300 times. Not really, but you know what I mean. I feel like every player, every other play, he was getting sacked. It was insane. But he was holding on to the ball too long. And I'm telling you, the, what do you mean? Daddy Dean, it's an option. You put whatever you want. I can't give. I can't tell how people are gonna square it up. Plus, I can't do like plus minuses because it only gives me four options. So I gotta stick it to the main ones: A, B, C, D. Definitely not an F. That's why I didn't even put it. But Tua for MVP. Tua's on his way to being MVP. That's for sure. That is for sure. But he has to make sure he takes care of it. See, some people want to say D. I can't help y'all. I can't. Overwhelmingly, overwhelmingly, this was one of his best games. Good, Michael K. Let Josh Allen do it. Guess what? He almost threw for 500 against us and still couldn't pull off the win. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that one. Hello. We got 3 more likes till 60, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Get us to 60 likes. But ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. You already know this. Tuatong Vailoa, man. This is good. And let me tell you from Media Day, what I love the most about Tua, when he's out here literally saying, we were getting half plays. And I had to adjust and finish out the play and call the play. I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because Tua finally did his job. Thank you. Listen, if you're a football fan, you know this. Sometimes your quarterback has to take over a game. They have to perform. And man, oh man, hold on, guys. My hair. Tua performed. Performed. And I'm so happy for it. When I heard him say I had to finish the plays, or I had to finish calling the plays, oh man, thank you. Thank you, Tua. Finally taking over the game. Man, I mean, you won. Let's go. And I want to keep seeing that. Because that's what a franchise quarterback does. Right now, for me, I can't judge him if he's a franchise quarterback yet. Because he's not done with his third year. I will at the end of the season. Whenever that may be. But he played like a franchise quarterback yesterday. Miss Phins, let's not lie. Miss Phins. It was the Lions defense. Okay, it was the Lions defense. So, other teams gotta go against the Lions defense. And let's not lie. They were a player or two away from winning almost all their games. So, it is what it is. But all I know is that, oof. Richard, I swear, if you gave him a D for dominance, I'm going to be real mad. No MVPs, but nice to see Tua do his job. Hopefully, Tua continues. Exactly. Who's giving a D grade? How salty are your tears? Yo, I like that. It's your boy. Welcome. What teams are you most shocked about this year? Either they're doing good or worse than expected. For me, it's the Rams. They're off of this year, not even close. Raiders. I'm so disappointed in the Raiders, man. And I love Derek Carr. I don't know what is happening in that team. Could be coaching, guys, because they got the talent. You know what I mean? But that's a great question, Insta Boy. Definitely do me a favor. If you haven't liked or subscribed, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me finish this poll real quick. So I see y'all. Yeah, y'all are super salty. Where are my results? Okay, there you go. 76% of you guys gave him an A. I'm with you on that one. 15% said D, please, for dominance. 7% said B. Nobody gave him a C. Can't give you an A because he played against the worst defense in the league. And that's fine. You don't gotta give him an A. Again, this is your stuff. Remember, Miss Phins is we're interactive. You know what I mean? It's not just what I say. We interact. We got one like away, guys, from 60. Do me a favor, please hit that like button. These casual fans are amazing. I don't know, Richard. Stop it with the casual stuff. Please. You can't tell somebody how to be a fan. And it doesn't make you or anybody else better or not better than somebody else. Come on, guys, please. Mandela needs to go back to his daddy's belly cheek. No. Stop. You're funny. But Clemente, you're too much. But yes, this is gonna be pretty good. So guys, again, this is Miss Phins. Thank you. We hit the like button. Guys, thank you for making it happen for me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. One of my biggest ultra, to be honest with you. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, y'all already know we're talking AFC East. We're gonna give the rankings. We're gonna go over week 8 and then look forward to week 9. And honestly, talking about their defense too, their offense, their defense, and how they affect us in the AFC East standings. So check it out tomorrow morning as well, and then tomorrow night, you guys can absolutely go ahead and catch myself, Miss Phins, with my co-host, Monsieur Color Commentary. But it's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Let's Talk Football League-Wide Wednesdays. On Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys, you can absolutely catch me there and color. Thank you for each and every single one of you guys for being here. If you're on Twitter and Twitch, come over here and hit the like button, share, subscribe. Guys, I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. If you would like to help out the channel, you can donate. You don't have to. I want subscriptions. But my Cash App, you see it at the bottom, $ Miss Phins. The Venmo's there, PayPal, it's all the same. MISSPHINS, guys. You see it right here, my logo? Miss Phins, everywhere. So please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me on IG. Let everybody else know about Miss Phins. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, just a final check out. I don't think we make any moves, but if we do, we make any moves? That's not practice squad. Watch out, Bills. We're coming for you. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.